Alright guys, it's kind of warm here in Tennessee, but I'm gonna go ahead and take out the DCT here. Africa Twin. I want to do a couple of tests. I want to test my audio with this new replacement GoPro. My last one broke. Got a little wet, actually, got some moisture in it, and then I tried to repair it, but I guess I'm just no good at repairing cameras. So I bought this used replacement. One reason I wanted to stick with the 4 is because I've already got the lapel mic and so forth, so I wanted to stay with it. And plus I've got batteries and everything else. So but anyway, if you've been watching the videos, you know I picked up this 2021 Africa Twin. Now, you know, I've not been a, what do you say, sports adventure biker person. For the most part, I was just road cruisers, I guess you'd call them, touring cruiser bikes. This has been my first experience on adventure. I actually bought a Suzuki V-Strom, and you saw a video on that, and I liked it. I'm servicing it now. Really like the riding position. Well, when I bought my Goldwing earlier in the year, they had a set of these Africa Twins, and it kind of piqued my interest. And surprisingly, several months later, they're still there. So I don't know, I guess they just weren't selling them. And I think they may be an offer you can't refuse. At least from what I've heard, this bike was $17,999 MSRP. Plus, I believe they add the destination charges, shipping charges, and things like that on most of these bikes now. Well, the dealer I dealt with offered me the bike for $15,900. No hidden fees, no shipping, no freight. And that's over $2,000 at least off MSRP. Now this is 21. They had a 22, willing to deal on it also. My understanding is they picked these up from a Honda dealer who bellied up, I guess, closed up shop, probably because they can't get supply. But anyway, he closed up and they took their inventory, so I'm sure that helped. And I don't believe that they sell a lot of these at my particular dealer as compared to like the side-by-sides and so forth. So anyway, I think that all played into my favor, but you can let me know. This is an Adventure Sport ES DCT, my first DCT bike too, by the way. And you'll have to let me know if you think that was a good price. From what I hear, it is. Now, I don't know a lot about this bike, and the salesman didn't know a lot either. They knew some basic information, but that was about it. Oh, that's okay. I'm going to learn here. So anyway, I'm riding back here on the bluff, and just cruising along. I'm going to set this, I've got this in tour mode at this point. And we're just cruising along here on the bluff. Doing about 50 miles an hour. Unfortunately, it's an extremely hot and humid day. In Tennessee. And when the sun goes behind the clouds, it's okay, but well, when it comes out, it's blaring. So we'll see. This could be a short ride. I do live over by the Mississippi River, so this would be ideal riding the levees and stuff and such. So that's one of the main reasons I wanted to buy it. I wanted to try a little bit of off-road riding. Of course, I'm not no young rider like most of you out there probably are. So I have to take it easy, slow. It's hard on an old man's body. But anyway, it's a different ride for sure. Definitely different from my many years on cruiser and touring type bikes. And on top of that, it's DCT, so it really takes the guesswork out of. I mean, there's really no reason why anybody can't ride a bike now. I mean, my goodness. No fear of the clutch. And for your tight turns, I mean, basically, you just use your brake. And the bike takes care of the rest, so. Alright, so we're going to head down here. If I can, I'm going to try to make it over to the levee. I like to try out a little gravel. And hopefully my audio is working okay. And I can adjust my GoPro, give you a view here. But boy, DCT is smooth as butter. It just clicks it off. Now my Gold Wing is a manual transmission, 22 version. I bought the manual because I'd never done DCT and they didn't have a DCT available. And although I like the DCT on this bike, I think I like the combination. So I'm kind of glad that my Gold Wing is the manual transmission. This bike's got a lot of get up and go. This being the 1100, I believe it was tuned a little differently starting in 2020. Gives it a lot more get up and pep, I guess, at the beginning of the throttle here. But anyway, you put this thing in drive mode and you're off and running. I like the way you can switch the riding modes too. Yeah, I can feel the heat now. So anyway, I'll see if I can make it over to the levee, and I'll pick up and give you some perspective up on the levee on gravel. So ride along with me.